This is TJ with Bull Ridge Plumbing. We are at 3111 Terry Road doing a sewer camera inspection. We're actually looking to see if there's a reason why we're getting a backup in this sewer whenever it rains. I reset the machine on accident, so it shows that we have no distance out. We're about 83 feet out right now, and you'll be able to see that when we get back to the camera. We are in a clay line. We're going to start backing up here. We ran quite a bit of water, so we should hopefully be pretty clear when we get back here. The clay sewer looks to be in pretty good condition. You can see we got a gasket right there. We get a little bit of a bend in the pipe, which was apparent outside when I did the locate. We're actually cruising across the driveway headed towards the mailbox out in front of the house. All the clay looks really good. I don't see any roots. I don't see any penetrations. So as far as the sewer being the reason for the backup, I'm really unsure. I don't believe it is, but that's why we're here, to figure out why we're getting water in the basement. So right here we've got a slight separation in the pipe. Really not that big of a deal. I've seen a lot bigger and a lot worse in sewers that ran really well, so it's really not a concern there. Right here we transition again. Looks like we got another rubber fitting around there. Almost looks like we transferred into some cast iron. So right here you can see we transition through. We've got a little bit of rubber bumping in right here on the bottom. Try to get that up a little bit closer. Right here you can kind of see we do have a small root pushing in at the bottom right there. See if we can get it to roll. I don't believe the sewer's broke or anything here. I think they just cut it and coupled it together. You can see a little bit of a jagged edge, but you do see the black seal around it still. Definitely the seal goes all the way around. You can even see it up there at the top around the 9 in 2019. Right here we get a little bit of a tricky spot because we run into a T. So we've got another sewer tying into this, I believe, possibly from the trailer next door that's running across. So that would mean that the main sewer runs right down the middle of your driveway. So I mean, this may be the end of your sewer and then the rest of it is coming from over there, okay. Which would be, I don't know if it's convenient or not, but right here we transition to a cast iron pipe, and you can see that we've got a little bit more of that rubber gasket material towards the top. This was actually kind of a fun spot to try to get through with the camera. I had the big ball on, but it didn't want to swing around there. Come on, walk up there with me. But it looks like that black rubber gasket is slid down inside a little bit, but it's not affecting the flow. Your flow line is right here, and that's all up above it, so it's really not a concern, and I don't think that that would be big enough to cause the water that you're talking about. The customer said he had 18 inches of water in the basement. The cast iron pipe is extremely rough, and I'm kind of questioning the bottom of the pipe, whether or not it's still intact, or if we've finally corroded through. It takes a really long time for that cast iron to go, but this house has been here for years. I know.
Built in 1940.
So yeah, built in 1940, so, oh boy, 70, almost 80 years. You can see a lot of scale buildup on this sewer in the cast iron. I'm in a little bit of a pit right here where that water's standing. Areas like that really make me wonder if the bottom is given out on this. Let's run some water in there, maybe we can get a little bit of a picture of it. Flush that garbage out. Because we're not that far out now, so it won't take too long to push it out. Isn't it amazing how long it takes water to travel 20 feet? Mm-hmm. There it is. Yeah, you can see that we're still pretty clear there from everything, so. See how much water is actually standing here, and then we hit high spots like this, and then we'll just drop down, hanging up just a little bit right there also. So I'm not sure. It looks like we've got a lip on each side where we may be dropping down into a bottomless pipe. Really hanging up, coming up in through here, so that makes me think that we're catching little edges of that pipe that have just corroded out, and then it's falling down in and it's catching and not letting go as easy as I'd like. Right here we're making a turn. Let's see if we get this cleared off right here. You can actually see right here at the bottom of the toilet where it almost appears as if this has corroded through right here in the bottom. I do not believe that this little section right here is clear through. I've actually reached down in with a pair of pliers and poked at it a little bit. And it's nice and hard, so it's hard to say what we've got going on there. Right here's the toilet hole we went down in the basement. Okay.